Hello and welcome to the premiere episode of Richard's Comics. Today I wanted to show you some recent books I got at the store. So let's start from the top. First issue we have is Spawn number 331. I highly recommend this book. It's got a very good story. It's got really good art. And the best price, it's only $2.99. So I highly recommend this one. Okay, let's go to the next one. King Spawn number 12, same as the other Spawn, only $2.99. Again, really good story, really good price. If you're not reading Spawn books, I highly recommend that you get into them. Okay, next book, Spider-Man 2099 Exodus number 4. This series does a really good job of introducing the 2099 version of various characters like the Avengers. In this issue, we have Black Widow. So again, I highly recommend that you check out the Spider-Man 2099 Exodus. Very good series. Okay, the next book, a lot of people know about this one. Star Wars The Mandalorian number 1. First full appearance of The Mandalorian in comic books. I've not read this one yet, but I've been looking for it for many months now. Next book, this one's kind of interesting. Starhenge, book 1, The Dragon and the Boar. I think it's kind of Arthurian legend with a Merlin-like character in King Arthur. Again, I don't know much about this one, but I'm very much looking forward to try it out and see if it's good. Okay, and then this book, this is a very interesting book. This is Twig from Image Comics. I believe this is issue number 3. It has very bright colors, kind of a good all ages story. It's a good adventure. Again, another book I recommend. For the next batch of books, we went to a flea market not too far from our house, and we got a set of different books. They're not really worth anything, but I've always liked them even since I was little. So let's go into those. The first book, it's a nice 90s book. This is called Death's Head 2 Gold. It's number 0. It's actually the flip book of Death's Head 2 number 14. And it's hard to see in the light, but this is one of those 90s gimmick foil covers. I've always liked these, but for only a couple bucks, it was definitely worth checking out. The next book, Batman Shadow the Bat, number 6. I've been trying to work on some of the earlier Batman runs, at least some of the affordable runs, so this is definitely one to start with. Another book. This is Batman Shadow the Bat, number 25. This is back when Jean Paul Valley was serving in as Batman, while Bruce was recovering after getting his bat broken. It's from the early 90s, as most of you know, but it is definitely an era I think that people should check out more. This book talked about Death's Head 2 just a little bit ago. I believe this is his first appearance, and this is number 1 of that series. The next issue, Death 3. Again, it's the Death Head and Death Head 2. And I should probably mention, this is that Marvel UK print line. Definitely kind of an underrated series in my opinion. And again, it's got the nice foil gimmick covers, so I really enjoy those. Let's see, Detective Comics number 630. I really got this because of the art, especially with Batman jumping down the stairwell. I thought that was a very cool cover. It really sucked me in. Okay, a couple Marvel books next. Incredible Hulk number 335 just has a classic cover here. It's not in the best shape, but again, for a few bucks, you can't go wrong with some of the older Incredible Hulk. This is a really good cover. Incredible Hulk number 373. Definitely a good classic. I believe it's Dale Gwynn as the artist, and a good Peter David Hulk story. Next book, Lethal Foes of Spider-Man, number 3. This is the miniseries from the early 90s. I'm just missing a few issues of this. I'm looking to fill in some of the gaps that I have. Next issue, Quasar, number 26. I really picked this up because it was a crossover with Infinity Gauntlet, and it's got a nice Thanos appearance there on the cover. This book, Shadow Man number 40, Valiant Comics from the early 90s again. This is right, I believe 43 was the last issue. So you can tell one of the later issues on Valiant because they have this V logo. I believe this is after Acclaim purchased the line. But again, I do recommend the early Valiant titles from the 90s. This book, it's a little rough, but I didn't have it in my collection. Silver Surfer, volume 3, I believe, from the 90s as well. It's got a good picture of the surfer with Ego the Living Planet. So again, a good Silver Surfer issue. Next issue is Sleepwalker number 20. I've been working on this run for several years now. You can get most of the Sleepwalkers pretty cheap. The last two issues, issue 32 and 33, they are actually quite hard to find. I'm still looking for those. Just a couple books left. Thor number 449. Really good cover here with Odin. This is when I believe Eric Masterson was filling in as Thor, and this is before they launched him in the Thunderstrike series that came a few years later. Just a really good cover yet again, and it's from that area of the 90s that I just can't seem to get enough of. So definitely recommend checking this one out as well. And the last book, Web of Spider-Man, annual number 9. This book originally, I believe, came polybag with a trading card. I actually don't have the trading card with it, but it looked like a good series to me, and whenever I can see a good Spider-Man book at flea market, I usually pick them up. Okay, well, I appreciate your time. Thanks for watching, and we'll try to do another episode sooner rather than later. Thank you.
Goodbye.